Hello, comrades. Welcome back to Workers and Resources. Soviet Republic. My name, of course, is Open Potato. We start today's episode high above Bolshoi Alamon. That's right. Classic, iconic name for a really pivotal place, to be honest, in the history of our great republic. It is outputting such a tremendous amount of resource that it is basically keeping the country afloat. I gotta be honest, it really is that important. Anyway, a couple of things that I really wanted to hit upon here. Unfortunately, the timing of these boats' departures didn't really help with the point that I was trying to illustrate. Basically, part of the problem with this entire setup is there another boat waiting? There's another boat waiting. There's another one coming. It doesn't particularly matter. Part of the problem here is that this conveyor system that we have set up is actually very, very limiting for a couple of reasons. First and foremost, when we have two boats docked here, we are using this entire conveyor system in order to convey the maximum amount of resource into the loading harbor. And that's all good and well. However, I have plans for this area, and to put a long story into a short story, I think that we can basically drastically increase the amount of bauxite processing facilities, and to add to that, we already have an absolute ton of bauxite just sitting here, and because we're funneling it all down this same tube right through here, all the way down here. At maximum, we're only getting, 10.5 tons. So there's a significant opportunity to be had here if we can just sort of figure out a slightly better organizational setup. In fact, it might be worth considering removing this entire setup and maybe even just straight up sticking down a large aggregate storage, like here somewhere. Because basically, if we increase the number of processing facilities in this vicinity, then we can still draw from the train platform, which is very, very good. Looking pretty darn good, if I do indeed say so myself. But then, of course, we're going to have to build a whole bunch of additional transportation infrastructure in order to move all of the resources from here down to here. So, and also, by the way, this brand new thing that is chilling right over here. So we got to build a lot of infrastructure. We got to build hella infrastructure. However, I'm kind of keen to not disrupt this area too much, so therefore it might be a little bit easier just to sort of rezone, or at least think about where we're going to be putting down our aluminium processing facilities in the future. I mean, we could do something around here. There's definitely an opportunity for that in this vicinity. It would mean that we'd have to do something with this. I've had an idea. My idea is as follows. Let me scaffold it out for you, okay? So, the first part of the puzzle is grabbing ourselves one of these, a bauxite processing plant, and basically I would kind of envision that it goes basically where this road is at the moment. Now, the reason that I kind of think that this would be appropriate, we'll do this orientation. Sure, this orientation, maybe even considering doubling it up here. Yeah, except that's not obviously going to be there because that's dumb as anything. Bauxite processing. Yep. And yep. Okay. So then I would kind of envision that at the end here we have a large aggregate storage, something like this, right? And then basically we see if we can try and fit down this corridor. I might have made it a little bit too small, but basically what I would envision is two routes, two throughput routes, one that connects all of the outputs on the left, that one, and then this one, except without this. There we go. And then basically in there. And then we connect it up to here. And then from here, we can basically have 2 outputs to this harbor right over here. So basically, we are only exporting processed, proper bauxite as opposed to what we're currently doing at the moment, which is exporting, 50% raw bauxite, 50% regular bauxite, if that makes sense. So, it will require a little bit of reorganization. It'll probably require us to get rid of this building right here in order to funnel the raw bauxite a little bit more strategically around this way, over to here. It's going to be a little bit of a pain to get this area set up, but I think that this might straight up be the play, or something along these lines for sure, because at the moment, we just have to increase the amount of bauxite, processed bauxite that we're sending out, and we're actually just producing way more bauxite than we can currently use. Like, I mean, the boat's already filled, and that's raw bauxite that we were sending away for some obscene reason. I don't know why, but, there we are. Okay, here's the thing. There's 2 boats that are coming in. One is presumably going to fill up with bauxite. The other is going to fill up with raw bauxite. If I say bauxite any more times over the course of this episode, I might just start to lose all conception of the word. Fire truck was called and is headed to the fire. Hey, it's a darn good thing that there are people here. Oh, wait, no, there's not. Let me move some people over. There we go. Alright, temperature in building is too low. Doesn't matter. Bada bim, bada boom. We got it. And then we just move everyone. Not educated people. Just everyone. Yep. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, alright. That's a little problem. There's some space in Potatograd, right? There's some space in Potatograd. There we go. Okay. Cool. I appreciate the comments on the last video. Lots of really, really good ones. A lot of comments with regards to, instead of taking, short interest or short-term loans, just take longer-term loans, even if it does mean bumping up the rate of interest. I may very well do that. At the moment, I kind of don't really consider cash flow a problem. I might sound a little bit insane to say, but, I mean, if I'm not spending, then cash flow is totally fine, even with all of the loans. And I just sort of never really thought about it. Anyway, look at this. See, look, we're increasing the amount of bauxite that we have on this boat right here, but we're not increasing the amount of raw bauxite that we have on this boat right here. And that is because we are transferring 10.5 tons of processed bauxite at a sufficiently fast rate. Which is just straight up bad. It also means that if we're transporting this raw bauxite, I paused it, but yeah. If we're transporting this bauxite through here, then you know what that means? That means that we are using this infrastructure, all of this infrastructure along here, all of this infrastructure along here, and if the capacity of this belt is completely filled, then that means that we're not going to be able to move any raw bauxite into the processing facilities over here, if that makes sense. Look at that. We're actually out of raw bauxite. We're actually out of raw bauxite in all of these places. Yeah, resources missing, no raw bauxite. So we're really, like, coming up against the limit of this process here. There's basically no way around it. We have to scale up the process. We have to get a bespoke conveyor specifically for bauxite, and we want to do more raw bauxite processing as well, right? Like, there's just no reason to. I mean, this belt, for example, I understand why I did it all those episodes ago, but it now would just be easier to connect it backwards in this direction, and instead just, route a belt around this away, which I honestly think is definitely an option. But for now, I think maybe the idea of doing something like this is still preferable. I know that sounds kind of insane, but, roll with me on it. Okay, I'm gonna do something here. I'm actually gonna build this. I'm gonna at least scaffold it a little bit closer to the yep. Gonna scaffold a little bit closer to the train station so that we have a little bit more leeway with regards to walking. Okay, you don't want to do that. That's fine. Destroy. Boom. Boom. Okay. Now that does disconnect. Actually, no, it doesn't disconnect this area. This is all super. This is all super surplus to requirement because there's still a route. No, there's not still a route. I need to... Hold up. Connect. That there. Now there's a route. Now there should be a route just through this area. That's totally fine. And actually, honestly, probably a-okay. We do not have any trains coming to this station yet, as far as I can recall. I don't think there's any. I think we tested it out, but there's basically none, I believe. Also, the freaking contrast, dude, in the winter. It's just so bad, isn't it? It's just so bad. Speaking of winter, how am I doing? Deaths are okay. Deaths are okay. It looks a little bit high for this time, but I mean, it's fine. It's fine. It's still within the norm, within the expected norm. That is just fine. Okay, what I'm gonna do in order to not drive myself crazy, we're gonna do. There we go. We're gonna do this. We're gonna wait until the snow has stopped falling. And we're going to do a little bit of terraforming so that I can actually see what the heck I can do. It's a nice way to just clean up the snow. But it doesn't work on roads. That's the only thing. There we go. Come on, video game. Oh, come on. Just finish the snow. Finish the snow. Nobody likes snow in this game. It's so miserable. It's a lovely mechanic. Don't get me wrong. I dearly enjoy it. But, I mean, no. No. Also, this ran out of power, didn't it? Oh, because of course I've done a classic orbital potato maneuver, and that is destroy power cabling, and you know, damn the consequences. Literally, I screwed it up. So we're gonna do this instead. We're gonna repair the power cabling because otherwise people are gonna shout at me in the comments, and I'm gonna get lots of comments saying, "Why did you not reconnect the power cable?" And you know what I say to that? I say, I'm sorry, I didn't realize. I do try, but sometimes I just get so excited about all of the other fun that I'm having, and I just forget about it. Okay, let's get this smoothed off, and then let's start work. Man, the contrast looks even worse. The contrast looks even worse, but at least it's bearable. At least it's bearable. Okay, so. I don't know if I've explained myself in a clear enough manner, but I'm very, very excited for this. This is going to be huge. This is going to be absolutely huge. So we gotta think strategically about this. We gotta think logically. We gotta think sensibly. Is it actually better to have the output on the outside? Okay, maybe I need to take it back. Yeah, maybe we do something like this. Okay, I like it. And then we'll do... Hold up. Overlaps with existing construction. Lies and slander. And we'll clean this up. I need the extra space. I'm sorry. Okay. Again, you know, making sure that it's as close as we possibly can to the existing infrastructure that we have is great. And then this can go here. This can go here. This goes here. This goes here. Okay, so my rationale for doing it this way, right, is that I figure that we're going to need more conveyor transport on the outside than we are on the inside. So the inside conveyor transport is very simple. We just take this output, the output of this area right here, which I would hope to simplify into a straight up larger setup. But we'll talk a little bit about that later. This setup just needs to be pumping through the center. So we need to join this area to the center here. Is it possible? Imminently possible. And in fact, it should be very, very easy if I am careful. Okay. This is perfect. This is absolutely perfect. Are we going to be able to supply all of... Are we going to be able to supply everything that we absolutely need? I sincerely hope so. Also, let's take out some loans. And you know what? I'm gonna chat. I say chat. Comments. Don't hate me. I'm gonna take out a 5-year loan. Let me, hold up. Let me actually do this super quick. So I'll take out a 0.5-year loan for 230,000 at a slightly lower interest rate. And then once all of the overdue payments have been paid, then, which should happen at some point soon, I hope, then we'll take out a big old stonking 5-year, 2 million ruble loan. Either way, cash flow is fine. Cash flow is fine. I'm hopeful. Look at that. Okay, there we go. Half of the overdue loans have been paid off. Maybe a little bit more. Maybe a pinch more. Another one of those. There we go. And then we'll prepare to bump this up. Also, we should just pay off. We should just pay off some of these loans. There's loads of loans sitting here with basically no repayments that need to be made. Yeah, we should look at doing that. Okay, 5 million rubles. Sure. 5 million rubles? 2 million rubles for 5 years. Right, so this is the setup. This is the setup. Now let's sort of work this through a little bit, shall we? Pathways. Now, this could be where we are somewhat let down. Am I able to test the length of that? How far was that? It's 100 meters. That's 69 meters. Nice. Yeah, you know what? I think this is going to be fine. I think this is going to be just fine. It's a little bit tight. I don't think that you can actually use... I don't think that you can use these conveyor towers as walkthroughs. It's fine though. It's fine. Look, if that's only like 69, if that's 100 and something plus 69, this is gonna be fine. This is gonna be fine. If it's not, then you know we can have like an intermediate bus stop or something. I'm not too worried about that. I just wanted to test for length. Okay, so that's good. So this is all looking fine. Let's zone out the next area, and what I'm looking for is large aggregate storage. Do I have any other like modded storage facilities? I thought that I had some like modded storage facilities. I thought I did, but maybe I didn't. Small oil storage, multi-storage. I mean, that's very cool. Multi-rail small open storage, medium waterfront general store, small warehouse, small aggregate storage, small waterfront store. I guess I didn't. Apparently not. Maybe I looked at one in the workshop a while ago, but whatever. It doesn't particularly matter. Anyway, outputs can go... Actually, to be honest, this location is completely fine, and actually I don't necessarily hate that. Did I reconnect this? I totally did. Why are you not... Wait, what did I... Ooh, that's nasty... I've done a double orbital potato classic maneuver where I didn't actually reconnect. Okay, that's really weird. Didn't actually reconnect that. That's a bit of a sad moment, but it's fine. We only lose out on a little bit of ruble income. It's okay. I can quite happily deal with that. How are the debts looking? Debts are looking fine. Debts are looking absolutely fine. Debts are looking just fine indeed. Okay. So outputs are going to come this way. So here's what I'm going to do with regards to outputs. I think that this entire facility, I do not think that there is a way that it can output. I was waiting to say, I don't think that there's a way that it can output more than 10.5 tons of raw bauxite per day. Or per seconds, should I say. But now that I think about it, if we got 7 of these facilities and each of them can produce up to, 75 tons per workday, there's a good chance that we're going to need like multiple conveyors. Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to start off. We're going to nab ourselves one of these, and then we're going to nab these as well. Okay. So, this is going to get funky with roads, and I must insist that we get roads, because roads are unfortunately necessary for polite society. Let's scaffold out a road in as quick a manner as possible. Okay. Boop, 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 boop. Right, so we're going to have a separate conveyor for the north side and the south side. Very simple. Video game, you're lying to me here. Like, this is... You said that that was possible. And yet, now if I try to connect this, are you gonna... You're gonna do me dirty like that. Okay. Sad, I guess, is all I have to say about that. Very sad. Excuse me? It's a path. Okay. Not sure... Were the snow plows plowing the path? Is that a thing that happens? It didn't look like there was much snow on the... Video game, why must you do this to me? I had confirmation from you that it was working fine. And yet here we are, where you are getting grumpy at me for no reason. Okay, that does work. Great. I don't know why it works sometimes, and other times it just doesn't work. Right. We gotta demolish this, and then we demolish this, and then we go back, and then we go back. It's a little bit finicky, but to be honest, I legitimately think it's worth us just nailing it, just getting it done. It's gotta be the connection of the paths, right? Like, it's gotta be the connection of the paths. The pathing connections can be done later. Like, this is not an imperative. Not an imperative to this plan. I mean, we can easily connect up the paths. My God, video game, what are you doing? What the bleeding heck are you doing? Okay. Demolish the building. Yeah, we're gonna need to demolish it again. I honestly feel like maybe it would have just been easier if we did freaking... Oh, are you delivering resources here? Oh, wow, we're actually building... we're actually building this stuff. That's a surprise. Oh, my God. Again! It's like it promises me the world and delivers me nothing. It's so sad. Can't build you to infrastructure below. You know what I'm going to do? I'm actually going to say, just build the freaking... Build this, because it cannot be harder to place a road than it is to place a conveyor belt. Overlaps with existing construction. I mean, I sincerely beg to differ. Literally right through the center there. Game, you're high on something. It's crazy, actually. That's bonkers. I do not understand. Do not understand at all. Okay, so get that. And... Oh, come on. There we go. And it works like a charm over there. Really, sincerely not sure as to why the video game wants to be so grumpy today. It doesn't make much sense, but whatever. It is what it is. Okay, can I have a little bit of a cleanup here? Man, cannot wait for spring. I say that every year, but it keeps on being exactly true. Right. So that's one side. Let's connect this up to the end over here. Okay, that works. And no. Yes. Cool. Very cool. All right, excellent. That's great. That's wonderful. I'm very happy with that. Okay, next let's do this side here. Again, this is about scalability. I know that we could do some things with priorities. We could do some things with priorities. I'm not really that keen on exploring priorities at this moment in time, but you never know. Maybe at some point. All right. And also, I'm keeping this area free because I kind of think that maybe if this goes well, we can expand more bauxite processing facilities down here. That would be very exciting. And importantly, this is going to be on a completely separate conveyor route. Man, this was so difficult before it gave you the little indication. Even though we had to like faff around and make it, you know, really fit over here, this was, you know, basically impossible a couple of patches ago. Anyway, so this is, I mean, a very, very high capacity setup here. And it's only going to become even more and more high capacity. My vision for this area is basically connecting up. So we've got 3 inputs over here. I mean 2 inputs guaranteed of output from this facility. So that's going to give us a maximum transfer rate of, what, 21 tons per second, which is very, very fast. It's actually probably going to completely invalidate the construction of the second harbor, but that's okay. It doesn't particularly matter. Also, we got a whole bunch of aluminium here, and that needs to be brought into business. Aluminium production is also looking very, very good. It's just taking a little bit of time. That's just fine. Okay, so this setup is going to get built. It's going to get built eventually. Do I want to accelerate it? I think that I kind of do, to be honest. I kind of do. Kind of do. The other thing to consider is that I still need to set up the raw bauxite supply routes. And I think I want to do... I think I want to redo this area right now, to be honest. So here's what we're going to do. This is something that I guarantee you we're going to end up building. We're going to destroy this. Yep. I need to be so careful with using the demolish tool. Oh, thank God I didn't destroy this facility here. Right, so that gets disconnected. And then what we're actually going to do is we're straight up going to do something like this. There we go. Again, this may be crazy, but it's gonna pretty much literally overnight double our output. We're basically going to just gonna do this. For now, just one. But I have a roadmap here. We're gonna create 1 conveyor routes. Turn on auto build for this. Can we maybe make this... Yeah, it's fine. Any chance that this can be connected up to our already existing... yeah. Oh, I kind of didn't hate that. Okay, I like that a lot. And then we will just feed this into here. So we will ditch this. And then we will connect up this. So, what does this mean? What does this mean? Well, it means that we are only going to be exporting... It means that we're only going to be exporting processed bauxite. Am I okay with that? Abso-categorically. Yes, I am. So this entire setup will still operate. It'll still work. It just means that we're going to be processing... it just means that we're going to be processing bauxite more, and we are reliant on making sure that we can do a whole bunch of bauxite processing. Frees up a little bit of space as well, which is kind of nice. This should still work, if I'm not mistaken. It doesn't. 16,000 rubles. Probably not worth it. Honestly, just discard the cargo, and then see if you can increase that a little bit. Yeah. Okay. Because at the moment... It's a pretty decent amount of bauxite production, but it's, you know, it's nothing to write home about. And we have a functionally infinite amount of raw bauxite, right? So let's go crazy on the raw bauxite front. And let's see if we can just try and process it as much as possible. There we go. All right, looking pretty good. Looking pretty darned good. I'm pretty happy with that. We could intervene here and start adjusting production levels and whatnot. We could. Alternatively, we also just don't necessarily have to. We could also think about exporting some of this raw bauxite to our brand new harbor, or alternatively a secondary route to our existing harbor. It might be nice, but to be honest, I'm pretty content to just leave the raw bauxite production to do what the raw bauxite production does. Yeah, I'm actually okay to just leave that alone for a little while, and then just focus on getting our bauxite production up a little bit. Yeah, that seems pretty good. That seems pretty good to me. Okay, what are we on? We're on February. How are we doing in terms of debts? Debts are totally fine. Let's take a little look at somewhere else that is not Aluminov over the course of this episode, because boy oh boy, I'd like to see. This area looks like it's working just fine. We got a brand new plane that is ready to ship out. This is actually something to note. I haven't really focused on anything in this vicinity for a little while. Oh my goodness, look at that. We're 42 tons of steel away from completing the railway production line. We are very, very close. Is this the steel truck right here? This is probably the steel truck. I mean, how much is that going to cost us to build? 60,000? Maybe. Where the bleeding heck is the steel? Ah, 50 tons of steel coming through. I knew it would be arriving. I knew it would be arriving imminently. That's great to see. That's great to see. All right, we're continuing to export tractors, which is grand. Very, very happy with that. Continuing to make aircraft pretty darn quickly. It was only at the very end of the last episode that we actually exported our last plane, so that's pretty great. A little bit of fire over at Stanley Accounting Office. I am pretty confident that that fire is going to be able to be extinguished with relative ease. There is a whole bunch of extra infrastructure building in Aluminov itself that I really want to get started this episode. I'm kind of keen to let the game do its own building here. Can I move some of these peeps out of here? As opposed to just trashing their houses. I mean, that's a good-for-nothing house anyways. Only 3 people. This is a little bit more irritating. It's got 13 people in it. You know what? Just trash these houses. I don't actually know if this changes the population or if it just automatically relocates them. I hope that it automatically relocates them. I can't imagine that they would, you know, just disappear. But I don't know. We do have the ability to make people disappear if we want to. That's right. That's right, we do. Let's do some modded residential buildings. There was a lot of suggestions, actually, which I kind of liked about, you know, changing up the build style a little bit, and instead of just spamming down the same, you know, 21-story residential unit, I'll actually build this. You know what? I will build this. Instead of building the same, you know, 21-story residential unit, just build, you know, some unique stuff. Build some interesting things. To that, I would say, I like it. I actually sincerely like that idea. Also, is there, like, is there an issue with people coming to live here? I was going to say, I was kind of expecting that a couple of people would move in. But not many. Not many, that's for sure. Either way, if we at least start work on the housing area here, then that'll be fine. Sure. Great, 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 and great. I mean, look, the People's Palace flats, they're pretty cool. I like them a lot. Can we build that? Is this gonna connect up with a pathway here? I don't actually hate that at all. And oh, sure, we'll throw that down as well, even though I know full well that we're not going to be able to build that for a little while. We'll move these people across. Demolish this and connect up a pathway. And then, to be honest, I'm kind of just content to let the video game do the vast bulk of the building here. Don't really think that there is much need to step in. As long as these people have all of their services, which they absolutely do, apart from access to a hospital. Yeah, apart from access to a hospital, everything up here is looking pretty darn great. Yes, that is somewhat of a problem. Upgrading roads in general is a good ambition as well. We should definitely be doing more of that than we're currently doing. Just get me out of this gosh forsaken snowy biome, please. Oh my goodness. Let it end. Let it end. Also, are we maxed out on steel? What the heck here is what? Okay, first of all, accept steel, and that'll immediately fix the problem. But that's not good. That, to me, says that we've got a real problem in terms of we are not using enough of our steel. We're not transporting it enough. We're not selling it enough. We got plenty of steel that we're just not able to sell, and so that is a big problem. That is a big problem, because this entire operation is configured for one train, one steel train. That is. Okay. I have a solution to this. Here's what we're gonna do. Cancel this railway right here. Yep. Cancel this right here. Then we're gonna bring this down this away. We're gonna actually... sure. We're gonna auto-build using... we should use dollars, shouldn't we? Right. Thanks for auto-saving at just about the most inconvenient time video game. Bring this all the way down here. This all the way down here. And then right over there. Butte. Excellent. Okay. So this is a very, very quick and easy fix. Very, very quick and easy fix to get this area up and running. You are not going to work well, are you? Oh, no. There we go. Okay, that's going to work. That's going to work slightly better. It's not exactly ideal. It's a quick and easy fix, but it's also a little bit more than a quick and easy fix. Let these two trains go past. Yes, and then chugga choo choo. Let's go. Does slow this train down, but it's okay. There we go. Wonderful stuff. Okay, so that frees up this area over here. We did end up outputting a little bit of extra steel to this vicinity. To be honest, I'm just glad I built this ages and ages ago whenever I did. It's a bit of a lifesaver, actually. It's really good. Really happy with that. This is kind of the opposite of the problem that I was chatting about a couple of episodes ago when I was saying, hey, maybe, we should get a... Maybe we should get a second steel mill. Now, instead of underproducing steel, we are aggressively overproducing steel. Oh my goodness, I've never been so happy to see spring in my entire life. Oh boy, that's great news. That's great news. Anyways, this is only half of the solution. This is obviously a diesel engine, and it's a diesel engine for a very specific reason. However, we could probably buy an electric engine and then just stick an electric engine train to go round the circle of electricity. So this entire inner route here is all electrified, and so as long as the train that picks up the excess steel from here is going to the border, then it should be just fine. I just don't know if we have enough. Steel to justify getting a second train. Feels kind of awkward, but we'll do it anyway. We'll give it a shot. These are the brand new open wagons, by the way. We will buy them. That's about as many as we can get. So this train... Also, I just realized I bought loads of these trains ages ago, and I stuck them somewhere, and I cannot for the life of me remember where I stuck them. They're all sitting at a depot over here, aren't they? Actually, no. That is a... Yeah, that's a regular train. It's not an electric train. Okay, alright. That makes me feel better about myself, because I only really want an electric train on this route, because it cannot be fuel. Anyway, you're going to head over here. Can this go to here? Let's not say wait until loaded. Load 100%, whatever. It's only capable of transporting 470 tons of steel. It's not tons of steel. It's not tons of steel at all. But that's fine. Let me find the export zone. Export zone is over here. Unload 100% of anything. Yeah, you're currently not capable of reaching that stop. I get it. I see how it is. We'll start with the customs house. Come back to here. There we go. Load 100% of anything. Steel. Go. What? Oh, yes. That's because we need to go... down this way. we go. Now, watch it work. Where's the closest area that it's not possible? Here? No, but you just go down this way. Is there... Oh, this isn't connected. Oh my god, I didn't even realize. I didn't even realize that that wasn't connected. That is entirely my bad. So this is electrified. This needs to be electrified. Sure, and then this needs to connect up here. Crossing not allowed. It's a little yikesy. That's going to crash the game for sure, by the way. I would be willing to bet my bottom dollar on it. Sure. Can I fit a signal in here? It's kind of not necessarily essential that I fit a signal in there, but it's kind of what I'd like to do. Also, if we got too much coal... we got quite a lot of coal. We got quite a lot of coal coming through here. Yeah, I'm not in love with this. I'm not in love with this setup. But it'll be fine. Let's, for the time being, let's get you to go back to the other end. I forget how quickly we use coal. The only reason that we've got so many freaking coal trains set up over here at the moment is because we have, like... You know, we missed a whole bunch of steel production opportunity, and so that kind of sucks, but it's okay. All right, let's let you get out of there. Great. Okay, so this is interesting. This is very, very interesting. And to be honest, I think everything's going to work out just fine. It's only 400 tons of steel, so we're not going to exactly be drawing a whole bunch of steel out of this storage yard. So, you know, the vast majority of steel is going to be still exported to the other facility at the end of the line. Not this line. This line. That's the one. There we go. You found it, potato. Well done. Well done. Well done to me. Still to here. Yeah. Okay, also, has our rail production facility been finished yet? Oh, it's not yet done, but all of the resources are on site and it's being built at this very moment in time. That's very exciting. Wow, look at all these workers. Look at all these workers. We're going to be building literally everything. Also, our boat's nearly done. I feel like this should be an achievement. When this game eventually gets achievements, I feel like this should be an achievement. Build everything by yourself. Also, we have 317 adults that are still living with their parents. That is a shocking, scandalous number. I'm abandoning the young people of the Great Republic. Alrighty. Railway production line. Let's see what we can do here. So this needs to just get added to the list for pretty much all of these. I could just do auto search, but I don't think it's worth it. It's just fine. I can just add that. There we go. And so everything should be moved across. No engineers and workers. Buildings without a power supply. That's just fine. Now, I think that I will need to connect this up to the railway network if I'm not mistaken. And that's not happening. Should probably be an electrified rail. There's not even a export zone over there, so it's going to have to be... Oh boy. Where am I going to export this? I suppose it really depends on what engine I decide to build. It's not essential, right? Like we can buy a blueprint and just straight up start producing stuff already. What do I want to build? What do I want to build? An HS 4000 Kestrel? I feel like that's probably what we're after. It's also about $1 billion to buy the blueprint for. So many pages of blueprints here. Holy cow. Now, this stuff is much more achievable. It's much more achievable. Alternatively, I could actually look to... Yeah, I could look to purchase this blueprint and just start making it. Can we load this onto the back of a vehicle? I don't think so. I do like the idea of buying the blueprint for this and building my own locomotives. Also, at the same time, I think that's a terrible idea, and I should just build the thing that is the most valuable. Heavy cargo cars, cargo wagon, passenger cabins. Yeah, maybe a passenger cabin, to be honest, but... Again, I have no freaking idea how on earth we're able to load this up. This is cool, by the way. This is the jet train. Chat, I say chat. There's no chat watching. This is a recorded video. It's just such a reflex now. Maybe I am becoming the Twitch streamer that I never thought I was. Comments. Comment section. What do you think that I should build? I think that for now, I might just build a boring engine. Give me like something cheap. Yeah, like something like this. Something like this. Or even something like this. The M131. Sure. We'll build this for now. Let me know if there is something else that I should be building, or if there's anything that you want to see built. I'm not really building for money. I'm building for fun. Sure. Building for fun. I'll send that over there. Good. And what do we need? No engineers and workers, and no power supply. No, we can just about sort that out. Let's get a power line in here. Auto build using dollars. Yep. That's just fine. That is definitely going to go there. And we still have an output waiting over here for us. Cool. Easy peasy. Very cheap and cheerful. We got it set up. Potential capacity problem? I don't think that there's a potential capacity problem. There might be a potential capacity problem. If there is, there is. It's fine. These motor cars are going to be built super quickly. I hope that I can load them onto trucks. If I can't, then we're going to have to just build a railway somewhere. And then we're just going to have to deal with the fact that that's what we're going to have to do. It's fine, though. Also, the Libiano is looking real great. And to be honest, is probably going to be built before we get our Bolshoi Alamon setup up and running. I would imagine. This has already been built, though, so that's great. There's a good couple of things that are being built here. Yeah, I'm actually really surprised at how quickly this has come together in a weird way. Let's sort of double down on the fact that this is going to be a permanent road here. There we go. Get that all connected up. Sure. I suspect that there's probably quite a lot of infrastructure that is involved in moving all of this stuff around. I just wonder if there's a little bit of a shortcut that we can take with our resources here. Oh, look, the train's back. The train's back. This is great news. This is great news. It's gonna give us, what, is this dollars? Yeah, it's gonna give us dollars, isn't it? And that's fine. That's fine. I'm happy with dollars. I'm just unhappy with how few rubles that I have. I mean, it's probably something to do with the fact that we did have a little bit of a blockage. A blockage of ore transports. Yeah, there's a good number of rubles en route there. It's also probably something to do with the fact that we're only using unprocessed bauxite. Maybe for that reason we should just get a bespoke route with raw bauxite in as well, just so that we're able to export and get something done with it. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm very much sort of trying to build for the future here, but appreciably, if we do build too much of the future, then things are gonna fall off the deep end, and everything is gonna just completely collapse. Indeed. I think I'm gonna leave this as is for now. I think we're fine. I think we're fine with that. I mean, look, I'm assuming that there's gonna be a plane built at some point soon. Yeah, there's a plane that's almost done. That'll be built. I'm sure we will have a big delivery of something coming online at some point soon. Alternatively, maybe if I was just a little bit more prudent with my loans, maybe if I just got rid of some of these freaking loans, then we just take out another massive loan. I mean, to be honest, taking out a massive 5-year, 2 million ruble loan, that's completely legit. A 6.9% rate of interest is fine. It's fine. It's not the end of the world to take out a few more loans here and there. That's for sure. No, absolutely happy with that. Absolutely happy with that. Okay, our first motor car is built. How many of these things are we going to be able to store? I sincerely have no idea. There is no indication. I'm hoping that this entire area can be stored vehicles. Also, are we going to sell this? Are we going to sell this on the dollar side or the ruble side? Man, it's just worth so few. It's worth so few dollars. It really is. Also, we seem to be maintaining a really, really good number of workers in all of these facilities. So I'm really happy with that. Vehicle production is looking great. Dry dock production is looking fantastic. Railway production is looking great. Airplane production is looking a little less ideal. You know, a little bit less than ideal, but it's actually completely fine. I can't believe that we're about to finish a 60,000 workday ore carrier. Like, that is quite insane, actually. That is very, very, very impressive. Yeah, so on the whole, I mean, I'm obviously very, very happy with how this is going. Also, we got these two facilities up and running. That's not bad. Not bad at all. Now, we're still hard capped here, but it is what it is. Also, where the bleeding heck are our tourists? Are they just split across these three facilities now? Is that what's going on? We're hardly getting any workers into this area now. Why on earth is that the case? Is it seriously a problem with the fact that we've just got so many trains going to Kaliningrad? Or is it actually a Here's the problem, I think. Because I've set the route to only take you know, average education, basic education workers, by not taking engineers, we're actually discounting a significant percentage of the work pool. I mean, it's crazy to think, but almost 50% of this train is university educated. Yeah, that ain't bad. That ain't bad at all, actually. I mean, it's both a blessing and a curse, to be honest, because we still need the workers over here. We absolutely categorically do, but at the end of the day, it is what it is. It's fine. We can just about survive. I'm not too unhappy with that situation at all. Now, are we exporting? Yeah, we're exporting as much power as we possibly can at both export ports, if I'm not mistaken. We should be. Yeah, we absolutely should be. That's great news. No, I just wanted to check that just to make sure that everything was still going fine. We've got a waterway here. We're probably going to need to remove this cabling, but that's fine. We can do that at a later date. This is all looking grand. We got a nice little bypass over here. Is anyone actually using it? Is anyone actually using it to pick up steel from... Was it steel from here that we were expecting people to pick up from? Yeah, it was steel from here, I think. It's okay. Loads of education going on at the headquarters of the Communist Party over there. What the heck is this? Oh, our house is... The pollution monitoring system. Yeah, well, of all of the things to go, I'm probably not super bothered about that. Yeah, we need a lot more oil production if it's all possible. But to be fair, I mean, we're turning all of that into cash money, into fuel and bitumen. Bitumen, which is in a little bit of an excess state at the moment, but that's fine. Anyway, I was going to check the university at Potatograd. Yeah, so this is a weird one. I thought that we had more than enough people here. Apparently, we just still don't have enough workers. I mean, that's honestly surprising to me. I am very surprised. This old house should almost certainly just go, right? I mean, if it goes, then we're able to squeeze in, like, 6 new high-rise buildings. Out with the old, in with the new, as they say. And yet, I still don't feel comfortable doing it. We've got 0 adults still living with parents. So, you know, we got time here. We've got time here before we want to start messing with the feng shui. This area is looking fine. I mean, everything is looking great. You cannot get out of here. Wait, what is the problem? What? Excuse me? Wait, what? Is that it? Is that your problem? Wait, whoa. Is this all... Oh, that's not electrified anymore. Oh, I see. It's been unelectrified as part of my, well, that bit's still electrified. This bit isn't electrified. Please do not crash the game. Crossing not allowed. The rest of that's electrified. Is this... That looks electrified-ish. I think. I guess we'll see in just a mere millisecond. It works. It works. It works. Okay, so that's the steel. That's the steel looking pretty darn good, if I do say so myself. Very, very happy with that. Also, apparently we now have no coal, which is kind of remarkable. I've got to imagine that maybe there's a little bit of a holdup here. No, everything working as intended at the border. Everything working as intended over at Kolovskaysky. Yeah, looks fine over at Kolovskaysky. Got the coal train coming back. Presumably have another coal train coming back. Oh my lordy, how much coal does this setup consume? That's insane. That's absolutely insane. That's just so bonkers, dude. Like, it just keeps eating coal. Like, how on earth am I not able to sustain the demand with all of the trains that we have coming over there? Wow. Wow, 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 wow. That's crazy. That is crazy. Also, I don't love the fact that there's a little hold up on this area. It's not great. Do I just want to build this? Do I just want to build this? I feel like maybe I do. I feel like maybe I do just get it done. Yeah, I should do it. I should do it. 92,000 rubles. Oh boy, that's gonna be a spicy meatball, as they say. Okay. How confident am I that I'm gonna have the workers to make this area pop? I would say that I am not confident. Also, this building is gonna get demolished. Why? I hear you cry. Well, because it needs to be. Then we go into here. Grab this. Of course, that one. Yes, thank you. And then we nab this one instead. And we consolidate. We consolidate these two. Yeah, we consolidate those two. That's brilliant. I should have paused before building that, because sometimes the game can be somewhat deceptive. Then we grab a splitter, which I know seems somewhat counterintuitive given what I was just chatting about with regards to capacity. But I think that we might be able to get away with just one conveyor input to everything. That might be a little bit naive. If it is naive, then, you know, I apologize, and I will work backwards, and I will try and fix it. Can we make this work in one last conveyor here? Ah, we can. Not. Psych. Video game, you piece of garbage. That's not gonna work. Okay. Boop. I trusted you. I trusted you, video game. I trusted you. It works. It works in a oneer. Right, great. Now, obviously, power is a little bit of a problem, but we'll get that fixed in just a second. We also need to get workers sorted, so we're going to need to get trains over here. I don't necessarily think that we need to do that right now. Or maybe we do need to do that right now. We got a train that's ready to rock and roll. Let's freaking go. Wait, what? Hold on. Erase from line. Boop. Boop. Do not load students. But you can load any worker. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Alright, start. We're probably going to want to increase the number of... workers that we have over here. But for now, it's okay. So let's do that. Go there, go there, go there. That's 3. And let's get this set up donezo, so that we can at least have something to show for all of this effort. We don't necessarily need to bring these online quite yet, but let's at least get half of it done. Okay. Man, this is so expensive. This is so expensive to build. But to be fair, it would probably still cost me a fairly significant amount of cash, purely because we're in the middle of the map, and also I would still need to import mechanical components, like regardless of my situation. We just would. Okay, why am I building with rubles and not dollars? I don't know. Let's change it up a little bit. Let's build with some dollars. Build with dollars. Build with dollars. Build with dollars. Build with rubles. Build with rubles. Build with dollars. There we go. Okay, now we just need to sort out a power supply. And that's pretty much as good, right? You are heading to train platform 2. We want to follow the trains that are going to train platform 1, please, video game. That would be excellent. Okay, resources missing, raw bauxite. Yes, and that is because we do not have any power anywhere. So, let's work backwards here. We need to grab some substations. Substation will go in there. Substation will go in there. Substation will go in there, and substation will go in there. So how many substations is that? 1, 2, 3, 4? I feel like it was more than 4, but that's okay. Also built that as well. Sure. Now, where's the... This is already going to be a disaster. I can feel it. It's not going to be a disaster. It's just going to be a little bit of a pain in the backside. So there's this area that's free as it stands. Is there a high-capacity connection anywhere over here that I can yoink from? I feel like there's not. I feel like there's just not. We are probably going to run into problems where we have too much power flowing through these cables. And I appreciate, at the moment, flowing through this transformer, at least, there's only 7.2 megawatts. But if we work it back a little bit to here. 8.2 over there. Coming from here. You know what? Actually, this power cable's got a little bit of gas left in the tank, for want of a better phrase. So let's yoink that. Let's put down a high voltage switch. Let's just pray that there's never a fire over here. That is the appropriate way to tackle high voltage power switches that are, frankly, never going to get road connections because I can't be bothered. And we just gotta hope that nothing ever happens. We gotta hope that there's no arson. We gotta hope that there's no illicit activities. We gotta hope that there's only good vibes. Praying for good vibes. That's the story of my life, to be honest. Story of my life. Grab this. Grab this. Good. Man, this modded power transformer, it's so freaking nice. Like, it's just so freaking good in comparison to the base transformer. Just having that extra output is just so good. Okay. Nothing but the best. Nothing but the best for us. Okay. That over there. Is that it? Or did I miss one? I did. I knew I'd missed one. Okay, it's a little ugly, but it'll work. It'll work. Okay, no workers here. Also, that is a very, very interesting car carrier that we've just unlocked there. Very, very cool. All right, you're going to train platform 2. You must be going to train platform 2 as well. How? Where? What? Oh, you're going here. Ah, yes, you're just coming in now. That's great. Cool. Very, very happy with that. There's a lot of activity in this area. This is fine. Could I maybe try and inject a little bit of life into this town, please? I'm gonna do something that I should have done a while ago. I'm gonna auto-build a building, and then I'm gonna just flip back to Rostovsky. We probably have, like, a whole bunch of people who are still living with their parents here. Building is without power supply? What? Oh, no, 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 no. Is this the one? Is this the one? Chat, is this the one? God, I gotta stop saying chat. So disconcerting. Did I jank this up? Did I find it at the last moment? Oh my goodness gracious me. I totally did, didn't I? He's only gone and bloomin' done it, eh? He's only gone and bloom and done it. How many people died for my sins? Probably many. 112 people live in here, by the way. 112 people live in here that are currently without accommodation. Let's move basically an entire block and a half right over to this vicinity. There we go. Yeah, that's fine. That's totally fine. That's totally fine. Okay, so was that in time for... You're going to Bolshoi Alum on 2. Going to Bolshoi Alum on 1. We got like a couple of workers. We got a couple of workers. It's not too bad, is it? Yeah, it's not too bad at all. We're going to need to increase our our production much more. Much more than that, though. The good news is that the raw bauxite numbers do seem to be holding, so that's kind of great, I guess. Oh, look at that! The TU-144. Oh my goodness, we absolutely have to build that. I mean, I refuse to consider any alternative. Oh, that's so cool. Okay. Copy. Paste. Paste. Oh, no. This is going to get very busy in the train station, but it's okay. 171 workers. It's too many workers. I wanted a few workers. I didn't want that many. We only can handle 75 at the brand new place. Okay, keep it coming, keep it coming, keep it coming. There we go. All right, that's enough. That's enough. Soon we'll have the workers over here, and that's going to be great. Here's the thing that I want to do next. Delete this, which I know is crazy, but absolutely necessary. This is, you know what? The roads is easy to build. $86,000. Wow. Fine. Fine. I'll pay that price. Begrudgingly, I will pay that price. Right. Whilst we're on a roll, let's go here, 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 and we literally just need 2 separate routes, right? So one route that goes around here. Around here. No. Yes, but I don't want to auto build this one because I want it to go into the other hole. Beautiful. And then this is gonna sneak around the corner here. Again, this may be overkill. It's only gonna be overkill for a little bit though. There we go. Okay, that's looking good. Let's get it built. Let's hope that it doesn't wipe out my cache. We should be able to offload a tremendous amount of resources whenever we have those resources in stock. Basically. Next thing that I want to do, since again, apparently we're on a freaking roll here. So yeah, there's 170 workers over here. You know what? I'm gonna optimistically hope that I can connect up all of these to the train station and do it in a record-breaking time here. Go. Oh, can he do it? Can he do it? Also, all of this infrastructure needs to be connected up to the path. It will be. It's just not a priority right now. Oh, boy. Can this actually happen here? Are we going to have to cross to the other side? I don't mean that in a spiritual way. I just, you know, I mean literally, are we going to have to cross to the other side of the road here? Like the chicken? I think we can do this. Building is in the way. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. There's a route here. Really? Is there? There's a way. There's a way. There's a way. There's a way. It's good. Good. Actually, that's easy, because we can just do this over here. Okay, that's great. And then need to find a direct walk route between the station and this path right there. Okay, that's great. Build that, video game, and then let me know if everything's within walk distance. Oh my goodness, it actually is. That's so freaking good. Boop, 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 and boop. That's it. That's it. That's the one. That is the one, and that is going to fully utilize all 171 of these workers. Before we do that, though, I want to make sure that we built absolutely everything here. Even if it does end up bankrupting me for, like, the 3rd time this episode, I will pay that price to ensure that I can have all of this infrastructure ready to go. Because, flippin' heck, I am very hyped to see exactly how much we're able to produce. Also, going to be really interesting to see if... Are we going to have enough money? We should. Just flippin' heck. One more of those. Great. It's going to be very interesting to see if this one singular raw bauxite output is going to have enough. This is all looking good. These 3 are working just fine. All right, let's see if this ends up working. Let's see if this ends up working. We've got plenty of raw bauxite at the moment. You got plenty of raw bauxite. You got plenty of everything. Outputting bauxite as well. We're not outputting too much. It's a lot of bauxite. It may not look like it, but it is a lot of bauxite production right here. Raw bauxite is not coming in fast enough. Wow. Yeah, that's really surprising. So we're actually processing more than 10 point something tons a second. Wow, actually. Wow. Big wow. Very wow. Such surprise. 10.13 tons per second. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. It's pretty crazy. How much is moving? 5 point something tons here? It's surprisingly little, actually. I wonder if it's because we split here. So, I mean, this... Yeah, so this has taken 4.5 tons. I mean, that's miserable, actually. That is miserable. We can redo this in a nice way. So, if we just ditch that right there, and then we do... the... Does that... Wait, hold on. Does that work? I know it's not solving all of our problems, but... Does that solve half of them? Not really. Like, we still need... we still need more bauxite than we're getting. That's the crazy thing. There's a lot of bauxite coming in here. It looks like maybe we are just one bauxite processing facility over capacity. And then everything would kind of work out. It's honestly not the end of the world, though. It's not the end of the world. Here's what I'm going to do. Temporary fix, because I know for a fact that if I don't end up doing this, then I'm going to forget about the fact that these facilities will not have raw bauxite. We're going to leave this as is for the moment. There's a little bit of extra work to be done here. For sure, we can definitely split this area up. Alternatively, you know what we could just do? We could just get our nuclear excavator, stick it in this facility, and then just link this up on a bespoke route around to here. We could do that, but we'll see. We'll do it in the next episode, because that is it for now. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you ever so much for watching this episode of Workers and Resources Soviet Republic. My name, of course, has been Potato. Thanks as ever to the fantastic Patreon support. Patreon.com/Potato. Thanks to Banana, Ananas, C-Senpai, and Aurelio for being the $325 plus tier patrons. Thank you very much for watching, folks. I'll see you next time. Bye.